Everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome to the Miller Championship here in week 21 on season 9 of my PGA Tour 2K25 my career. First season on the PGA Tour in this career, and we have made the decision to go up to master difficulty level for ourselves. We've decreased the competition a bit to maybe give us a little bit of possibility to be competitive, and we'll see how this all plays out. So they are down to the lowest skill level, which is how we started before, because we basically want to tune it where, you know, it's competitive. It's not like super easy for me to win or do well, and then, you know, that'll help with getting some achievements and stuff from the Steam side. We've got low wind, firm fairways and greens, and green speed is fast. It's a par 71. All right, so a bit of a messy course, kind of in the bog, I guess. All right, so the good news is, yes, people aren't running away with it, but they're even through, or 1 over through 10, as we can see with Chris Kirk there. Xander Schauffele also up there. We have our rival of Matt Fitzpatrick, so we missed setting him up for the PGA Championship, but made sure we did that as we went in. But we are here. Okay, we're getting some weird, really weird big delays again. Oh boy, I'm not liking this. Kind of waiting for things. Alright, it looks like we're better now. Like I literally couldn't move around anywhere. Boy, oh boy. It's kind of tricky to go with the long one, but we'll see. Alright, weak and way open. So, may not end up in the bunker, but yeah, 316, not bad. Alright, so it's up in the air. What is our lie? It's pretty flat, but now... Alright, if I can get up there, that'll actually be okay. Alright, relatively straight. I'd say that's a pretty good start. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't roll back. You could just laid there, I would have liked that a lot. But it's not too bad. So I will say there were a lot of greens in the 4 practice holes that were pretty flat. So this may be a weird course where the greens might be easier. I can't say that the fairways are not undulating. Now we're closed a lot. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be a little bit from maybe playing pro that I had some challenges with, but we'll see. Alright, we're up in the air. It's a 5-wood. This might be okay. I don't want to go to a 3-wood and then overdrive it. And we are going to lose about 10 yards, but then we're going to gain 7, so we're really losing a net of like 3. That again is assuming I can get perfect rhythm, which we did. So I like that, but there's a hill there. So we'll see how quickly it deadens. I'd say that's decent. It's a long way. It's going to be challenging for any real eagle attempt here. It's going to clearly break some at the beginning. Ooh, maybe? Maybe? Ah, that was really close. That was really close. Alright, so hopefully this will be a pretty simple hit there, and that puts us 2 up. I like that. So I'm feeling better about the choice to try this. I mean, again, we'll see if I mean, again, getting 2 birdies in a master difficulty is not the norm for me either. So, let's not kid ourselves. Ooh, alright. I was going to say, the good news is we had some wider fairways here, so we've got a little bit more capability. Alright, if there's one thing I've learned over time, even though I'd love to go to the 4-iron, because it's probably not going to hit nearly far enough, I'm going to hit the lip if I do that. So we're just going to stick with this. And we'll see where we get. It's actually relatively close. Boy, oh boy. This is interesting, because yeah, this is downhill. I think that 90% might be good. So 91. Yeah, nice roll. So that worked well. So this is, in theory, what we call course management, where you're making choices about what you're going to do with the course. Yeah, but again, if I can get in the habit of making some pars. Now Matt's right up there. I mean, he's still running even. So he's not falling away, and that's the thing. Like, it's going to be really easy for me to beat myself with what we've got. I'm worried that's... Alright, let's try that. The choked 5. Alright, better, but it's a little more closed. They're getting excited. I don't know, I guess that's a good thing. I think we're gonna roll off, though. We are. Alright, our favorite. Alright. Nice, and hopefully I can just get the par and call it a day. So at this point, I mean, nobody's coming up on me. I'd be okay with just staying at 2 under. I don't need to go crazy or anything. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, well, it was into the wind, it was uphill. So yeah, this is challenging. Oh boy. Maybe it might make it. Thinking it's unlikely that it's gonna make it. So I don't know why I'm doing that. It might be bad course management. Yes, it is. Because yes, now I'm gonna be short. Where otherwise I could have potentially, you know, laid up and then maybe gotten closer to the pin here. Because at this point, we're probably realistically, you know, at best a par here. Oof. Wow, that went... I did not think that would go that far. But it did. Alright, well, this is now more difficult. You know, it's not going to move that much, I don't think. And I was wrong. Shoot. Because, yeah, if I had it back where I had it, I think that would have holed out. Unfortunate. Alright, but at least we kept it to a bogey. We're 1 under. Has anybody caught us? Not yet. But it could happen at any point now, at least before I had 2 strokes. Alright, well, we're definitely not hitting longer than this. Oof, we're gonna stay clear of the trees? Maybe. Yeah, we might have. Okay. That was decent. So I'm gonna try this shot here. All right, 85. Not bad overall. Wow, way too far though. Man, are we going over, or it's so hard to tell. I need to get up that hill. Alright, not quite far enough. We started to move over too, so... Alright, but we walk away with a par. And much more challenging. Alright, so at this point, there's only one even. Alright, well this was one of my practice holes, and I ended up in the water. So we're just gonna do this. Because I tried to hit the driver, and again, I'm threading between trees then, and if I make any mistake, it's much more difficult, so I think this is, you know, I'm not going to make it in one shot anyway, so I've got to hit again as it is, so I might as well kind of do this, right? You know what? I don't like that, so we're going to go back where we were because we're in a severe downhill lie. That's going to add some distance, typically. Alright, well, rhythm was good. Direction's not so good, but that's always challenging. I don't know. We may not have really added any distance. So, let's see. I don't want to go too far. Alright, well, I don't think we went too far. It started to do some weird turn there, but not great. Not great. Alright, at least it came back a little. Alright, now nobody's even. So, we'll see if we can hang on. Alright, we're gonna do this time. Maybe more left than I would like. But overall, for a tiny landing spot, I'd say that's pretty solid. That is not a wide target. So I'd say I did pretty darn well there. Little downhill. Nope, it's... nah. Got really close, but no. Alright. So, Xander's done. So one of the plus ones is a final. A plus 3 is a final. So as long as I'm not losing ground, like, I'm safe from them. Ooh. Everything perfect except my closed shot. Again, not horrendous, but it's not great. Alright, we're gonna lose a bit overall. Ugh. Power and a push. I think it's gonna roll off. Yep. It's just hard for it to stop, because again, the greens are fast, so we do have to remember that. Okay. Not bad. I don't, again, I don't want to jam it too far. Alright. At least I'm doing okay with the straight putts, and things aren't running off in any weird way. So I'll consider that a victory, I suppose. Alright, not bad, not bad. Just off by 3. Over 340. That gets me to 160 with the wind. I'm gonna just leave it as it is. We lost power, so we're not gonna make it. We are not... Oh, we are gonna make it. Weird. Okay. I didn't think I'd be anywhere near that close. Alright, well, we got a shot here. So 5 greens. That's some of the daily quests. Ah! Oh, goodness. Pulled it in. Alright, well, I gotta remember it was downhill. I should have really moved over. But we've also hit 5 birdies, which is great. But I think it counts the 2 birdies I got in the training, which is fine. I don't care how it counts them. They were birdies during the day, so they are part of the daily result. Ooh, alright. Choked 4. Might work best. Not bad. I think it might be alright. Might be where I need it. Just, is it far enough? Well, yeah, we got a okay roll. Are we gonna stay up there? Alright. It's really close to going back downhill. And... oh, wow. Okay, stop. Anytime you want. Okay, probably won't move much. It usually doesn't. Uphill. Now, you know, as soon as I do this, it's gonna prove me wrong and make me eat my words, but it fell in. Alright, so now everybody that's the next 3 positions below me is done, so as long as I don't lose ground, I will stay ahead of them. Okay, my rhythm is off, which is something normal that I have in TGC Tours. But the hope is, again, what people were suggesting is, hey, if you're always playing Master, then, you know, you're going to get better because you're always doing that. So that is the benefit. While we're here, just do want to bring up, if you would be so kind as to consider liking and subscribing. Those things are important for the YouTube algorithm, especially for a small channel like myself. Please comment down below as well. Alright, at least the rhythm's good, so it's just we might be too far. No, that worked out nice, actually. Alright, I was a little worried we might be putting it too far away. Ooh, it moved a bit, but not enough. Right, I like the... I mean, I need a cushion, because more difficult rounds are going to come. I mean, that is the reality. We know that. And stuff like that's going to happen. Wow, that was awful. Ah, that's even more awful. Because, yeah, now I can't do much, so we're going to go over here. We'll see. So, yeah, I'm like, that won't... it shouldn't go into the bunker, and it did not. Alright, so... problem is, again, I'm a little more than I need. I'm in that no man's land between 18 and 26 is the problem. Alright, get me close. Kind of. A little further than I would have liked, but hopefully it's kind of straightish. It is. Wow, that really didn't move much. So I'm glad I didn't aim outside the edge of the cup. It really did stay pretty straight. Yeah, Matt is 6 over. Hopefully he'll stay up there. Alright, that's one of the better shots I've had today. Oof. I vaguely remember this course. This is just brutal. Alright. Gonna choke up a bit. Oh boy. Oh man, we hit the tree. Where are we going? We hit the tree way up in the air. I don't even know where we are. Alright, wow. So I might be able... Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do this. See what we can pull off here. Ooh, I like it. I like it. As far as the direction, distance is great too. I might still get a birdie out of this, even though I hit the tree. That's crazy. Wouldn't that be awesome? Thank you. Alright. So we got 8 daily quests. Again, we need 10, and there are things I can get. So across the rounds, I would hope we'd be able to do it. Not bad. 3.5 degrees. I mean, it's challenging. So again, might not be birdie, but hopefully I can 2-putt and get myself in here. If I can't get this to work, man, it's downhill, so it's gonna move a good bit. Is it too hard? It might be. That was a little too far. Man, that missed it by like 3 or 4 inches. That's crazy. Perfect, right in the middle. That's what we want. There's a bird up there, I think. Yep. He's floating around. But yeah, there's a lot of water hazards on this course. So I definitely don't like that, especially when I'm hitting like, oh goodness. Hit the rock, bounced in a good direction, thank goodness. Alright. So we're just gonna go for it. Didn't want to go that way though. Okay. Where are we at? 37. I don't know that I want to do this. So I might just go with the 36 and take what I get. Oh boy. That's off target. Man, we like went too far. Even with that, that's crazy. Alright, how much is it gonna move is the question. Wasn't far enough anyway. But yeah, it moved over. Alright, he's +7. So he's having a difficult first round. Which again, I'm okay with. He can do that. Alright, much better shot than I think. Well, no, I think I might have had a good shot. Ooh. Bad bounce, though. Alright. That's alright, we'll settle in there. See if we can get close. Just flip it up. Alright. Let's get it in there. Right, it should be a birdie, I think. Yep. So 5 under. So 8 birdies. I need 2 more, then I'll have 2 daily quests. Okay. Again, a very challenging landing zone. They're not cheering. I don't like the fact they're not cheering. Should be cheering. That's pretty close. I mean, I know it's not great close, but pretty darn close. I mean, whoa, that went really far. Okay. Oh, and that's it. I thought that was the 17th. 5 under at master difficulty level on an official course. I will take it. Alright, so interesting that we didn't get anybody playing. Maybe we started late. I don't know. But yeah, normally the first round you get like the little progression bar as they go. But he's 6 over and he's 13th, so it just kind of shows. Now the thing that's important to understand here is the greens are really, at least right now where the pin placements are, they're like tabletops. So even 10, 15 yards away, I can kind of hit it straight, and it was much more easy. So I kind of almost need to look at these scores of the other golfers against, okay, if I'm hitting par, do I have a shot? Because again, if I can maintain that, like that would be good. I mean, my last TGC Tours event, I did finish some under par. But, you know, we're not playing against AI golfers then. So I'm not competitive. I'm not getting a tour card. But here I could be. But yes, I mean, when I'm looking at is amateur for my competition too big of a discrepancy, I struggle also to say one event, and especially one round of one event, that I'm gonna make any decision on it. I'm just talking out loud of kind of what I'm thinking and how I'm evaluating. Is yes, I have a 6-stroke lead over anybody, which in theory is like, okay, given that I've just changed difficulty levels, and clearly that makes it harder for me. I'm still way ahead of them, like, oh, I should up their difficulty. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, again, if I keep doing -5 and I end up 20 under, like, that will be a result that I don't think I've ever had on master difficulty, is shooting 20 under in an event. But I'm getting ahead of myself as always. Interesting. So on master difficulty level, I'm still getting 54. So it just must be you get 54 for a round in career mode. Interesting. So again, I didn't increase difficulty to make 18 extra VC a round anyway. I mean, it's, you know, foolish when you say it that way. Like 18, ooh, I'm getting 1 extra per hole, 1 extra coin per hole. But that doesn't appear to be the situation. But in a society, you get 72, and so maybe it's because like they're more difficult, and you're not playing the computer, and you can't adjust the difficulty like we can here. So, you know, that could all be playing into it. So I do have a little bit of time to play the rounds because it runs over. You know, basically it resets at noon my time. Is when the days reset. It is later at night. I didn't get to play in the afternoon today. So the real question is, can I get 3 rounds done? I guess I don't have to get them done in the day. It's just to get the daily challenges, but there's nothing that's finish an event or whatever. I suppose if I don't get it done by noon, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But because I think it's late. Yeah, I mean, it's getting up there. I really should probably, at most. So yes, it's getting up there in time, and at most, I should maybe I'll play 1 more round tonight, and then you know, that'll make it a lot easier to just play the 2 tomorrow. But there is something also to be said, like playing 4 pro rounds, the stress level was lower. So I need to get myself to the same point where I'm feeling that comfort with the difficulty level. I mean, I'm certainly feeling much more comfortable given how I've done in this first round. And now that I've played the whole course, having seen the holes, seeing that the fairways are wide, because again, the PGA Championship course, like, it would have been awful if I was slicing like that. I would have been in trees. I would have been losing 2 or 3 strokes just trying to get out of the trees. Like, that's where I've got to improve my spraying happening a lot less. So, but that's where we sit, and that's where the thoughts are, and I'll see you next time.